Greetings everybody, it's your salty neighborhood giant here. As you can see, I have not done a video in quite some time, and some of you already know the reason for this. The reason be that I have been quite ill. Quite ill to a point where daily life was really hard for me to manage. But as of late I'm doing a lot better, so I decided to sit down and make another video. During the period that I was down for the count, I had a lot of time to watch videos and read way too much stuff about MMORPGs. From forum posts, to news articles, to reviews. And that's what this video is going to be about. So if you don't want to listen to some guy sharing his thoughts, now would be the time to turn to another YouTube channel. So if you're still listening, a couple things beforehand. First up, I'm doing this off script. I did not have a script for this video. I'm just spitballing my thoughts for this one, so bear with me. Also, as you can tell by the sound of my voice, I'm not really healthy. I'm still sick. I'm still dealing with a lot of things. So that's why I'm sorry for the way I sound for this one. So first things first, I want to ask everybody who's watching this one simple question. What do you want from an MMORPG? And I want you to really think about it. Don't just spitball whatever comes to your mind first. Really think, why do you enjoy the MMORPG genre? As for me, I've been playing MMORPGs since EverQuest 1. For those of you who've been around as long as I have, and maybe even some of you that are a little bit younger, you know what EverQuest is, and you know how the game works, and how it looks, and how it plays. Just so I can put the time in perspective for some of you who are still watching this, back when I started playing MMORPGs, we did not have flat screen monitors. So that's how long it has been. The reason I really got into the MMORPG genre is not because, hey, it's a great game, oh my god. It was all about, hey, I can play an RPG with my friends. It's not a single player RPG, it is an online multiplayer RPG. So it's not just one or two friends, it's 10, 20, 30, 50, maybe even 100 people that I know are in the same game, and we can all do the same stuff at the same time. So back then, the whole thing with EverQuest, EverQuest 2, Guild Wars 1, and even World of Warcraft Classic was revolutionary for the gaming industry. And back then, at least in my opinion, I feel the main goals were different. From the publishers, from the designers, from the developers, and even all the way to the players themselves. Everything was different compared to today. Because in my straight honest opinion, the current MMORPG genre is trash. It changed so much that I cannot even say honestly that I would consider most of the current MMORPGs even an MMORPG. It's an MMO, it might be an RPG, but I don't see it as an MMORPG. If you look at all the current games that are out there, from World of Warcraft, Black Desert Online, there is not a lot of focus on social interactions, in my opinion. For example, if you play Black Desert Online, and if you're a Black Desert Online fan, and even if you have an honest opinion about this, I really do not care for this video, and I will even have the comments turned off because I'm just spitballing here what's in my mind, because I just wanted to say this for the longest time now. I think Black Desert Online is a single player game with multiplayer options. You're not forced to play with other people, you don't need to play with other people, you can play by yourself all the time. And I watch a lot of streamers, a lot of good friends of mine who still play the game. They don't interact with other people because they don't have to. World of Warcraft is somewhat similar, not to the extreme as some other games, but compared to way back in the day, World of Warcraft became a lot more user-friendlier. From a business perspective, that's the smart thing to do. I worked in the industry and I know how the business works. I'm not judging anybody who works at Blizzard. I'm not judging anybody who makes MMORPGs, because that's the trend, that's the market, that's how the genre evolved. Even the whole pay-to-win aspect of a lot of games. A lot of games that people complain about. Oh my god, this is pay to win. Oh my god, this is so bad. A lot of people blame the developers and the publishers for it. And of course, to some degree, the suits who sit at these big studios and they're like, how can we make the most money? Of course, they're gonna try to make money with pay to win, whatever. And they're gonna try to sell it to the gamers as, you know, it's not pay to win. And I blame the suits and the developers and the designers and everybody who works at these types of games. I blame them a little bit, but mostly I blame everybody that plays MMORPGs. Because we as gamers, we as MMORPG fanatics, we allowed this to happen. Every time you said, oh my god, this game is so great, and you enjoyed the game, and then they introduced something like premium time or any sort of cash item that has an influence on in-game mechanics, you allowed them to find a loop to make the game more profitable and put in pay-to-win items. And in the end, the result was a genre that is from the front to the back completely messed up. For me, the definition of pay to win is anything you can buy with real cash that has an influence on any in-game mechanic. Is it inventory slots, XP boosters, you name it. If you can buy it, if it has an impact on in-game mechanics, for me it's pay to win. Now a lot of people argue if it doesn't have anything to do with PvP, it's not pay to win. It's pay for convenience, it's pay for luxus, and I'm done. Literally, I am done talking to these types of people. For me, it's stupid, it's idiotic, and you're a moron if you argue that point. That mindset brought us to a point where people got excited for a game like Bless Online. They got excited, they said this game is going to be great, because they're so blind to what the current genre is, that they will take anything that comes out of the trash and praise it as the next freaking messiah. Bless Online, if you were thinking for yourself, if you were really thinking for yourself, if you did a little bit of your own research and not just watch some YouTuber hype a game that has been trashed for the past 4 years in 3 different regions, you would have known that Bless Online would be a mess. They said on their website that it's not pay to win. And the next line underneath it, they said services and boosts. So yes, it was pay to win. I saw this coming, I claimed this. I even said live on my Twitch stream that if Bless Online is a success, I would buy some random person a $500 pack for whatever game he wants. And this is really pissing me off because there's always these arguments on Reddit, on YouTube, and people that should not be considered experts on MMORPGs are getting considered as being experts just because they got a couple 100,000 people watching them. And I don't care if I get downvoted on this video. I really don't give a shit. Because if you watch my video, if you see my channel, I'm non-existing on YouTube. So I really do not care. I don't do YouTube because I want to. Okay, I do want to because I do like the editing and recording stuff. It's actually kind of fun, you know? And if you have some spare time, try it. Actually, it's really enjoyable. But I just think that if you're really an MMORPG fan and you have a little bit of brain between your ears, then you can actually find a good MMORPG that is out at the moment that you would enjoy. Because a lot of people always complain, oh yeah, I want something new, I want something fresh, and then I ask them, what do you want? And this is now going back to the question at the beginning, what do you want from an MMORPG? Some say, I want an in-depth game, I want good combat, I want raiding. And then you go and ask them, well, so why don't you play, I don't know, a lot of people say the Black Desert Online combat is good. It looks fancy, it looks nice, I give it that. I don't think it's good, it's not in depth, it's just spam, 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 keyboard face roll. But a lot of people say it's good, so I'm like, yo, go play Black Desert Online. They're like, oh yeah, but it's pay to win and so much grind, and I don't want that. Then I ask them, hey, if you don't like grind that much, play Guild Wars 2. They're like, oh yeah, I don't like this for this and this and this reason. So everybody that I talked to in the last 2 months while I was being sick, I feel like a lot of people are entitled to things they should not be entitled to. A lot of people listen to people that clearly do not have any common sense or any freaking knowledge when it comes to designing video games. And I just think that right now, the MMORPG genre, like I said earlier, is trash. It's bad, and the main fault lies not within the publishers, not within the developers, it lies with us, the gamers, because we allowed this shit to happen. I blame myself because I did not start a freaking riot as soon as Blizzard introduced 25-man raids. Because till this day, I still go onto private servers or I try to organize 40-man raids because I love 40-man raids. It's a lot of fun for me. So I think the clear thing that I want to say is a lot of people should really take a step back and think about what they really want from MMORPG, because a lot of idiots are like, oh yeah man, I hate the corruption system, all I want to do is PvP. And then I ask him, what do you consider PvP? And then he's like, oh yeah man, I want to gank people that are farming. I'm like, okay, that's what you consider PvP? Then go play, I don't know, Arc Age. Go play Black Desert Online, where you just have to grind to max out whatever you can max out and then go and pound some low-level mobs. Those are not PvP players for me. Those are just fucking idiots that live in their mom's basement. And as many of you know, I am an unofficial content creator for Ashes of Creation, and I'm also one of those guys who is really, really critical about the game. For example, I'm still worried till this day that they will not get raiding right. And a lot of games try to get raiding right, but they fail. So that's still one of the things that I ask myself is how will they pull off raiding? Because they have open world raids, instant raids, and raid design itself is a job. It's not just something some programmer can do or some level designer. Like raid design itself, if you do raids right, you need to know what you're doing. I watch a lot of videos and I watch a lot of Reddit stuff. A lot of people say that the people that work in Intrepid Studio, they don't know what they're doing. And, you know, normally I don't say anything about this because, like I said, I'm done talking to people that, you know, just talk crap and act all entitled. Because if you take 10 minutes and you Google all the people that work in Intrepid and they are represented on the website, you will see that most of them worked on EverQuest. And EverQuest is the forefather of MMORPGs in general. So if the people that made the foundation of the genre can not create a good MMORPG, according to some so-called experts, then who can? That's what I'm asking. If you think Blizzard or EA or anybody is gonna pop out the next big MMORPG game changer, you're solely mistaken. Because their mindset is, how can we make a product where we do not have to invest a lot of money into it? And how can we make the most money out of it? This is something that really you should really think about. That's what I thought about before I actually got involved with Ashes of Creation. I actually did my research. I googled everybody that works there, everybody that was represented. I looked at their work history, at the projects they worked on. And then I looked at the owner. I looked at Intrepid Studios, CEO, owner, Master Chief, General in Command, Steven Sharif. I looked at his gaming history, I looked at all the rumors that go around him, and I did not find anything what I was worried about. The only thing that I found after even talking to Steven in personal, and I'm not, like I'm saying, I'm a fanboy, but I'm also still worried that they will get shit wrong. Steven Sharif, from what I can tell you, from me talking to him, from me listening to him talk, is a guy who has a lot of money. The man went into retirement when he was 28, so he's a smart businessman. But he's also a fanatic when it comes to MMORPGs, and he hates pay to win because he used to play ArcAge, so he knows, you know, how pay to win works. So if the team behind EverQuest, or a lot of EverQuest veterans, and a guy who has almost unlimited resources when it comes to making a game, if they cannot pull off a good and new and fresh MMORPG, like a lot of people claim that the game will fail because of freaking idiotic reasons. Like, oh my god, it's Unreal 4 engine. Oh my god, it's not action combat. Oh my god, the guy used to play ArcAge. Then honestly, then nothing can. I want you to think about that. If you really think that any of the other games currently in development is gonna be the next big MMORPG genre that revolutionizes the whole genre itself, then honestly, you should just go play Witcher 3 or some RPG. Because that's a sad truth, that the current MMORPG genre is trash. It's not what it used to be. I doubt it will ever be again what it used to be. I really doubt that. I have my doubts. And like I said, I am worried. But I just wanted to make this video and just, you know, get this out that I'm just done trying to argue with people and try to explain to them facts. A lot of people come back and say like, oh yeah, watch this YouTuber. And I'm like, yeah, you watch this YouTuber. This YouTuber changes his minds every 3 to 4 weeks or with every paycheck he gets. I know I will get a lot of trash for this video. I'm prepared for that. I might even, I don't know, if the guys at Intrepid don't like this video, I might even get removed as a content creator. I've been close to it before. So I don't care. I just want to get this out, and this is me appealing by asking anybody who really says they're an MMORPG fan. Think about what makes a good MMORPG for you. If you say it's just combat, go play other games. There are other games that have way better combat than any MMORPG out there. If you just want to play it as a single player game, go play The Witcher 3 or Mass Effect, or I don't know, some really good some really good RPG. There are other options out there. But you bitching about something that is not really worth bitching about, or has been bitched about and been shut down because it's stupid, doesn't help yourself, does not help the industry, does not help the genre. It's just a waste of time. So if you're a gamer, if you're a YouTuber, if you're anybody who's watching this, seriously, think about what you want from MMORPG. I'm not saying Ashes is gonna be the savior. I'm not saying there is going to be a savior. I'm not saying the MMORPG genre is ever going back to its glory days. But if a guy who is an MMORPG fanatic and who has millions and millions on his bank account, and he has a team that pretty much created the MMORPG genre, and if they work together and if they were working hard, then I think if they cannot make it, if they cannot produce something that we all can enjoy, then honestly I think MMORPGs are done, just straight up done. I've been done with before. I was done with the genre before, and I've been reading a lot of stuff about MMORPGs in the time I was sick. I took a couple steps back from Ashes of Creation. I did some soul searching, and looked really at what I wanted from an MMORPG. And what I want is a daily adventure I can share with friends. I want to log on, and every time I go in there, it's something new. I want to go online. I want to rush home from work, eat something really quick, take a shower and just sit down because I cannot wait any longer to come online. And right now, there is not one freaking game in the genre that gives me that feeling. Every game I tried, and from Black Desert over Arcade, Wildstar, Guild Wars 2, you name it, none of these games gave me that feeling. They all gave me the feeling, oh shit, I have to go online because I have to do my dailies, I have to grind, or I have to do some other boring task that the developers call content. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That's honestly, I wanted to get this video out for a while, but I never knew how to do it. And like I said, I've been sick and I'm not thinking clearly lately, because I've been sick for so long that I was like, you know what, screw it, just do it. No script, just sit down, press record, and yeah. So if you listen to this and you don't agree, then just press the thumbs down button. If you unfollow, I understand, because this is more like a rant and an insult than anything else. Yeah. And if you like this, if you agree, then push the thumbs up button, I guess. As soon as I get healthy again, I'm doing a lot better health-wise. I can actually work again, and I have a lot more energy. I'm gonna try to do a lot more stuff now. I have a couple projects coming up for Ashes of Creation. If you're interested in that, keep an eye on the forums. And everybody, stay healthy. Treat your body like you would treat any other human being, because you only got that one body. And if it fails you, trust me, you're gonna be in a really miserable place. So stay safe, stay salty, and I see you guys around.